letting go all the thoughts. Right? Letting go all the thoughts before you can really see the clarity, you will be a stage of dum-dum. Like I just fall dum-dum. That kind of thing, you see? Understand that now? Sorry, like I just fall dum-dum. Right? Understand that? The dum-dum is because you maintain the present, but you have not clear enough to penetrate yet. Right? But you are not using the past. You are not using the past reference anymore. But your moment is not strong enough with that concentration to go in yet. So there's a period of dum-dum. I call it dum-dum. Right? Like a stupid dum-dum. What? Alright? Dum-dum. So before the true nature review, that means before the wisdom speak. Yeah. This is the two things here that classify what is wisdom, what is intellectual. Yeah. Intellectual is what? Intellectual is what you guys have been going to school. All the accumulation. Right? You accumulate here, you read, you get the information. With all this information and all this reading, you can come to classify, you come up with something new. But we call this second-hand, because you get all this information from your experience, from your viewpoint, you try to come up with something. You try to remember. That is intellectual. Wisdom, it kicks off, go out the door. They don't want this. Wisdom is based on what I said, the moment of that power of concentration, that power of stillness, boom. From here, the nature speaks. Understand that? The nature speaks itself. So no guessing, no thinking. It just review and talk to you. It review you. Right? So now, this is what I try to say, that the path of Ili-Chen, we train to understand that. We train to be in the moment and hear the nature speak. Not try to go through the intellectual. But of course, you need philosophy, concept, and principle. That is intellectual. You need that intellectual to show you the way, approach, and then you go above. Right? So another way we can say that. That's why we said that the philosophy, the concepts, and the principle, we use the neutral. Right? The later on we'll talk about more about neutral, about this, as the principles. That on training, you look into that neutral principles. That you are there until the neutral principle speak, tell you. Right? The principle itself tell you. So like we said now, some school, it doesn't matter. You say, okay, we train the form, we train the technique. Within the technique, we train the principle, how to use this. Look into the principle to use this technique. How you should move, right? How you can generate power. Yes? Yes? These principles. So even though training the principle, how to use principles, is still considered a technique. Until that you train principle, the principle itself transform. That principle itself show you that you should be doing this way. That means the principle, now you speak, the nature speak. Understand here? That means we must have a direct link of attention with the nature until the nature speaks itself. That's how we train. Right? That means another way that now, in the beginning of training, like we try to build a house. You take care to build a house. Or you can say, some of them we have discipline. We discipline ourselves. Right? So you so hard. You take care of the discipline. You take care like you try to build a house. When once the house is built, now the house protects you. Now the house protects you from the sun, the wind, from everything. You see? That you are training here to reverse that. Like the same things that you train to discipline. You train to hold the discipline. Hold until the discipline. Now the discipline protect you now. Now everything is disciplined ahead now. They protect you now. Understand me? But you need to feel how to see the nature, to recognize that in what way the nature is protecting you. You must get that. You must need to get that kind of feel, kind of taste. You see, like we said that, no doubt, all the words, the concepts, the principles. No. But when you come to feel, it's beyond words. It's beyond words. You see, that's why you need a higher level of instructors that we said to feed. You know, feeding, right? To feed the feel, right? Because that in some area, like I said, sweet, how sweet? You don't know until I say, this sweet. You taste, yes, this sweet, because you cannot think about it. You only can sense and feel, right? Understand? Any questions so far? No questions, right? So now, okay, let me remind again before we start anything, right? Learning to pay attention, right? We pay attention on our six senses, sense organ. You know, sense organ, right? Our sense on our eyes, our ears, smell, and the touch. You see, I want you to have some kind of understanding here, right? What is the difference of you feel yourself being touched or someone touching you? Any difference here? You feel yourself being touched or you feel someone touching you? It's still one point of contact. You see, it's still one point of contact, you know. Alright? But the difference is, if you feel someone touching you, you feel it on someone, on point of contact, that you still know. But you feel yourself being touched, you still on a point of contact, you still know. But this knowing will be different. Now, the attention is that if I feel myself being touched, my attention is between myself. If I feel someone touching me, my attention is on someone. You see, this touch, it's just a touch here. So your attention will be on your opponent that touch. But the mind itself, when you want to come to act and react, right, you got to bring back your attention to yourself to react. If you put your attention on your opponent, when you want to act, you got to bring back your attention back to yourself. No doubt it's so fast, but you still have in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Maybe you doesn't know that your mind is already going out, going in, going out, going in. If you meet someone with higher level one, they know your mind is out already. Your mind is somewhere else. You see? That means your mind is empty. Not kind of empty. Empty is good, but your mind is being occupied with something else already. You see? So, it's how well can you maintain your attention on your senses to open up, to receive. That means guarding your attention on the sense door to receive information. That means turning yourself into a receiver that you receive. You see? Understand? Now you can try and see now. Try this and see now. Now with the eyes. Now.